أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum brothers and welcome to our lesson. Inshallah we are now today going to do the last part of lesson number 8 inshallah, whereby we're going to look at lot of sentences which has of course mudaf, mudaf ilayhi, and then the use of badal. Okay, and inshallah we're going to start off with page number 59, looking at some of the examples that we have in here. And also one of the things we're going to be discussing today in terms of this lesson is some of the words that stay the same even if it's in majroor state. So inshallah let's start off with number 5. Number 5, تأمل الأمثلة الآتية, which means read carefully the following example. So now, before we start, brothers, baytun, if you put harf jar, fi bay, tin, no, baytun fi bay, tin, al baytu fil bay, ti. Okay, harf jar is a majroor. So as you can see on the board here, what's happened to al baytu fil bayti. Can you see that one, everyone? So al baytu is the original form on the right hand column, the very left hand column, this column here. Okay, so this column here. So we got baytu, then we got fil bayti, min al bayti, ila al bayti. Okay, yeah, we got all the three in this space. Okay, so we got all of the three. So basically they got the word al baytu, and then they changed the preposition from fi, min, ila. Okay, so we know about this one. We've studied this one a few times now. Doesn't matter what noun you put in, yeah, it is still the same. What's going to happen to a noun is going to take a kasra. Easy, everyone? Yeah, we know that one. So now what's happened is when we have a noun with a different type of noun, when you put a harfu jar in front of it, the ending will not be a kasra. Okay, the ending will not be a kasra. Okay, and these are some of the words, right? We're going to look at it today, and inshallah as we come along I will mention these words along the way. Okay, so these words are called mabni. Okay, mabni, just remember that one. Okay, it does not decline, or in English we're going to call it diptote. Okay, what's diptote? What's diptote? Complete declension. Okay, you have a noun which declines completely. Yeah, for example, al baytu. Yeah, so baytun, for example, al baytu. Yeah, fil bayti. Yeah, so this one can be two. It can be it can take a dhamma, it can take a fatha, it can take a kasra. Not a problem. Okay, it will decline completely. But there's some nouns that do not decline completely. All right, they only do half declension. For example, Zainabu. Yeah, then if you put it in mansub state, it becomes Zainaba, and when it goes to majroor state, it's still Zainaba. Yeah, it would not be Zainabi. So let's look at this example here. What is this example here, brothers? Number 2, mustash. Mustash. What's the word in the box? Mustashfa. What's mustashfa? Huh? Hospital. Yes, hospital. Okay, something with mustashfa. We're going to learn this later. Look at this one. There is a mustashfa. There you see, there's a ya there. We're not going to pronounce the ya, but there is a line there. Can you see? A short alif, you know, in our thing is done. Okay, so you don't pronounce this ya, it's a mustashfa. Okay, not mustashfa ya. Okay, that ya is not pronounced. Okay, we're gonna deal with that later when it comes. For now, just note down the spelling of mustashfa. So what happens with mustashfa is if you put a harf jar in front of it, it does not become fil mustashfi or something. It still say fil mustashfa. Alright? It refused to decline. You know, in some books they say they're stubborn. You know, which will still the same. Fil mustashfa, min al mustashfa, ila al mustashfa. Can you see the ending? Can you see the ending? Yeah, all the endings is still the same. Doesn't matter what harf jar you bring in. Yeah, he's not interested basically. It's like, I'm going to stay the way I am. Alright. So likewise with Amrika. Okay. Fi Amrika. Minal Amrika. Yeah. Ilal Amrika. It does not decline at all. Look like Al-Baitu is not declining. So likewise Almania. Almania. Okay. Almania, can you remind me what was Almania? Germany. Good. Okay. Fil Almania. Okay. Minal Almani. Yeah. Okay. Ilal Almani. Yeah. You see? These are the ones that do not decline. Okay, they're going to stay the same as it is. Is that clear, brothers? Yeah, these are some of the nouns I've shown you, but there are lots of other nouns like this. Okay, and do we have to sit and list these nouns? No, we don't have to. As we go along, as we learn, as we study, we will automatically know which one is, inshallah, which is diptoed and which one is a triptoed. Okay, so we've got this exercise here now, which is Ikra Waqtub. I would say Ikra Waqtub and translate as well. Okay, brothers, at this stage we want to read, write and translate. Okay, so هذا الطبيب من إنجلترا. Okay, we should be let's do analysis of the sentence first. So هذا is what? Our Mubtada. Okay, okay. Then what is الطبيب? Badal. Yes, how do you know it's Badal? Alif and Lam. So Hada, and because we got Alif and Lam, that means At-Tabibu is our Badal. Okay? And where is our Khabar? Min Angaltra, Shu Jumla Khabar. Okay? But you guys, wait a minute, but you're saying Khabar, but Khabar is over here. I can't see Khabar being Marfu. Where's my Marfu gone? No, because if your khabar was one word, it would have marfu. Okay? Over here, min Angaltra has come. Yeah? It's two words. So that's why it's shubu jumla khabar in the sense that you're not going to see a dhamma. Because min has done the, what do you call it? Done the, caused the harfu jar to do an ism majroor. But at the same time, Ingaltara is just like one of those words. Alright? That does not decline. Okay? Just like Amrika. Okay? Angaltara doesn't matter if harf jar comes in front, it would not decline. Okay? So is that clear, everyone? Daba is muftada. Hada tabibu. Hada tabibu. Tabibu is badal. And min Angaltara is shubu jumla khabar. Clear, everyone? Correct? Now, next sentence. What's it starting with? Zahaba. Zahaba, what type of sentence is Zahaba? Verbal sentence. If it's a verbal sentence, what are the two things we are looking for?
Doer and doer of the action.
No, action first and then doer of the action. Okay, so Zahaba. So Zahaba is what? He went, right? Zahaba Hamidun. Who went? Hamid went. So the action, the what you call the verb is Zahaba fi'lun. Okay, Zahaba is the fi'lun, yeah, the action, and fa'ilun, the doer of the action is Hamidun. Okay, remember something, brothers. The doer of the action will always be marfu. Okay, how do you know? Yeah, how do you know? Look, the doer of the action will be marfu. Okay, so Zahaba Hamidun. Hamid went ila Faransa. Okay, okay, okay. Now ila Faransa, jaru wa majroor. Okay. Can I say Jarun wa majrun shubu jumla khabar?
Don't do that for verbal sentence.
Yes, good, mashallah. Well spotted, barakallah fiqh. Okay, when a verbal sentence comes, there is no business of khabar. Okay, so ila Faransa is just jaru wa majrun. Okay, okay. Hamid went to where? Faransa is France. Okay, correct, brothers? So you will see jaru wa majruru, a preposition fi ala min ila, yeah, that will come, it's a particle, right? That can come in a nominal sentence or it can come in a verbal sentence. But just be careful when it comes in a verbal sentence, in a nominal sentence, is most of the time going to be khabar. Okay? Right? But it can come in a verbal sentence as in the case. Okay? But in that stage we say jaru wa majruru. Okay? So ila is our harfu jar and Faransa is our noun. Yeah, but Faransa again is a diptote. He's refusing to decline. Ila Faransa. Okay, it's not ila Faransi. Okay, Faransa. Got it, brothers? So this exercise basically what Sheikh is trying to do here is to give you words that do not decline. Okay, and what is it called? Diptote. Diptote. The one that completely declines. Okay, Dhamma Fatha Kasra, right? Then that's called triptote. But in this case, it is, yeah, diptote. Okay. No, these words are not diptote. Sorry, these words are words that are mabni by itself. This is how they will stay. Okay. Because in the case of, for example, Zainabu, Zainaba, Zainaba. Okay. So the first case is Zainabu is got a dhamma. Then got Zainaba, Zainaba. Okay, so that's a proper diptote. But these words are as it is. They would never change. Okay, brothers, no matter what comes in front of it. Okay, let me just make that clear. Okay, is that clear with everyone or everyone confused? Okay, so let's make it simple. There are certain words in Arabic, all right, they will stay the same no matter what happens. All right, we know in Arabic if you have a noun and something comes in front of the noun, it changes the noun, right? For example, fi ala min ila comes, harfu jar comes, it makes the noun to decline. All right, but these ones, yeah, these words that we are seeing now, some of these words, they refuse to decline. Doesn't matter who comes in front of them. Correct? Is that clear, brothers? Good. If you have a question, just ask. Okay. So Mahmudun maridun. Huwa al-ana fil mustashfa. Okay. So let's have a look at this sentence. Let's do analyze. Okay, analyze the sentence. So Mahmudun. Is it our mubtada? What about maridun? Khabar. Is it a complete sentence? It is a complete sentence, isn't it? Mahmud, what do you call it? You might say, oh, Mahmud is a name, so it is definite. Okay, names are definite by itself. So Mahmudun Maridun, how? Okay, how do you say Maridun is khabar? Because Maridun is got nothing. Okay, so that sentence is complete. Okay, Huwa al-ana fil mustashfa. He is al-ana. I think have you got this word al-ana for the first time? Yeah. Okay, so let's circle this word then. He is now. Okay. Huwa al-ana. He is now in the hospital. Al-an. So for example, I ask you a question. Aina Muhammad? Because Muhammad al-ana fil masjid. Okay, Muhammad is in the masjid now. Got it, everyone? So al-ana, remember that one. Okay, we will have discussion about al-ana later. Okay, at the moment we are focusing on words that refuse to change. Okay, so okay, another verbal sentence kabira. Dhahaba Abdullahi minal Albania ila Angaltara. Okay, very interesting sentence, brothers. Okay, so dhahaba, a verbal sentence or thingy? Verbal sentence, right? Yeah. Okay, now this is a bit, it's not a bit tricky, but we just need to be careful. Okay, so where's the tell me, where's the verb here? Daba. Yeah, it's a fail. Okay, then where is my file? Doer of the action. Is it Abdullah or Abdu? Abdu. Okay, Zahaba Abdu, because file always has to be marfu. Okay, so Abdu. Okay, Zahaba is our fail, and the file of the doer of the action is Abdu. Anything else about Abdu? Wahuwa Mudaf, and Allah is Mudaf ilayhi. Correct, everyone? Yeah. So we see now, alhamdulillah, we know Mubtada Khabar, we know Mudaf ilayhi, we know Badal. Okay, and now we know Fi'l Fa'il, alhamdulillah. So Abdullahi Mudaf ilayhi من ألمانيا yeah إلى إنجلترا from Germany to what you call so Abdullah all right went from Germany to England okay
Question.
Mm.
Obviously, the name is Abdullah,
yeah
but yes, we know the file has to double,
Mm.
right? So we say Abdul. So is this shortened? Is it? Because
Yeah.
the name, if we want to say
So
the name fully, that's what I'm
yeah
I'm just trying to get. I understand
Yeah.
from the grammatical perspective
Yeah, yeah.
why we've done that,
That
and
is.
from the reason, but the name is Abdullah.
Name is Abdullah. Yes. See, this is for our understanding purpose. But when you see him, yes, it's definitely his name is Abdullah. Yeah.
But for the grammatical reasoning,
Yeah.
I can see it visually. I know because we have to have the number there. That's why we stopped there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But you know, but if you were to meet the person, it's Abdullah. You know,
Yeah.
when the Arabs speak or when you speak with somebody, let's say for example in Arabic, you don't say this is mubtada, this is khabar and all that. You don't say all this kind of stuff. You know, but this is for our understanding because we are learning the language, aren't we? So we need to get an understanding of the language. Okay. But Alhamdulillah, these things really help brothers. You know, recently what do you call? Alhamdulillah, now I can share this. You know, recently went to Turkey, Istanbul. It's been a year now. Subhanallah, you know, the beauty, you know, in Turkey, they've been trying for years, right? We've been trying for years to change the Arabic language to thingy, what we call Latin. But Alhamdulillah, you know, they changed the Arabic script to Latin script. Alright? So that they were, I don't want to take anyone's name, their plan was that the future generation would not learn Arabic. Okay, that was their plan. But subhanAllah, despite that, there are lots of people speaking Arabic. Alhamdulillah, you know. And when I was speaking to them, you know, go to the shops and, you know, over there, you know, they know Turkish or, you know, if they know Arabic, it's well and good. You know, everyone doesn't know English. But when I was speaking, you know, this mubtada khabar business, you know, and then I was like, okay, file. It does help you when you're having conversation. So, you know, it might sound a bit silly at this moment, but, you know, it does help, inshallah, brothers. All right? So, and at the moment, right, we are only doing simple sentences. When we're going to go into big sentences, if you know your file, you know, mubtada khabar, it will be so much easier. Inshallah. Okay, so where we go. Next question. هذا الكتاب لعيسى وذلك الكتاب لموسى. It's a simple sentence. وإذا هذا إذا مبتدا. Okay. الخبر is what? هذا الكتاب is what? Badal. Good. Badal, yeah. هذا الكتاب is our badal. Correct? Okay. So that's al-badal and what do you call al-badal and then what we got? Li Isa. What is Li? Harful? Harful jar. Okay. And then Isa is because Li Isa. Now can you see Isa did not decline? Okay? Li Isa. It stayed the way it is. Okay? It stayed the way it is. Okay? So we're going to get named. So Isa is the name of a prophet, right? The names of prophets are dipter again, but I will talk about it later, inshallah. Okay? Okay, next one. وَذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لِمُوسَى. Look at the name Musa. Okay? They don't change at all. That's how they are. Okay? Isa. Names of prophets do not change at all. They don't decline. Do you know why? Because they are foreign names. Okay? Ibrahim, alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam. These are foreign names. They are not Arab names. Okay? So Ibrahim alayhi salam, alright? Ismail alayhi salam. Are they original Arabs? No, they're not original Arabs. They, well, let's put it this way, they migrated to, what do you call, because Allah commanded Ibrahim alayhi salam to go to the barren land of Makkah. Yeah. So they were not original Arabs. So what happened? Ismail alayhi salam settled in Makkah, right? And he married from the tribe of Jurhum. Okay, Jurhum tribe. So though they settled, but their names were not Yeah, original Arab names, they are foreign names. That's why we have, you see Musa in English, we write it. What do they write? Moses, wasn't it? Yeah. They know Ibrahim, they write Abraham. So that's the reason. Okay, but all the prophets and messengers are from Allah, and they are all true believers. And in their life, we find lots of examples. Okay, so what's the next question? Okay, so why is our thingy ataf harfu ataf? What is dalika again? That, yeah. وَذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لِي what you call Musa. Okay, this the why is harfu ataf, and dhalika you could say mubtada number 2, right? Or you could say mawtufun ala hada, and then al kitabu is a badal again, and then li Musa again, the same pattern follows. Okay, so this book belongs to Isa, and that book belongs to Musa. Yeah, simple as that one. Sometimes you might think, oh, these are easy sentences. No, brothers, these are easy sentences, but they're really helpful in the sense they're making us strong. Okay? هذا المهندس من أمريكا. Okay? هذا is a mubtada. Alright? And where is المهندس is? بدل. What can I call it? خبر. Let's got a dhamma here, brothers. I want to call it khabar. What can I call it khabar? We said it's got dhamma, so it's a problem.
It's a demonstrative. It's alif and lam, and it's a demonstrative pronoun.
Yeah, very good. Because it's got alif, because we haza ismu ishara, anything followed by ismu ishara got alif and lam, straight away it is badal. Okay, so because we had ismu ishara here haza, and followed by something, followed by a noun which got alif and lam, so na, that is definitely badal. Okay, and our harfu jar is min Amrika. Yeah, this is our shubu jumla khabar. Now we might say, well, wait a minute, you said that khabar has to have a marfu. Yeah, khabar is not marfu in here. Okay, the reason for this is because min has come. All right, min, and Amrika is a word there. It doesn't want to change. It's just with the way it is. Okay, got it? So there is no chance of us seeing a dhamma. Okay. Okay. Can we, just for our understanding purpose, can we change min Amrika to something else to see a marfu? How can we do that?
It's from min.
Just for our sake.
Yabani.
هذا المهندس من Yabani. What I'm trying to say, we want to see something, because min has come, we want to see something with a dhamma, make the sentence. Okay,
so you mean changing the min?
Yeah, because
the min, yes.
Yeah, we want to take the min Amrika out, right? And put something with a dhamma, so it's easy for us, right? So that we can see our khabar with a dhamma, just for my personal satisfaction, because khabar has to have a dhamma. Okay, so we could say hadal muhandisu mujtahidun. Okay, this what you call hadal muhandisu. This muhandis is mujtahidun, means hardworking. Okay. So if you were to put mujtahidun, for example, then it would have a dhamma. Okay, but because in this case we are not seeing a dhamma because min has come. Okay, because of the case of min, right? So this verb, for example, this could be any other verb, it would have a dhamma, but because the min has come, it would make the verb into kasra. Got everyone? All right. So, but this min is, after this min is a word which does not decline. It stays the way it is. Is this clear, brothers? Yeah. The seeing of that dhamma is very important. Remember. Okay. If you say, okay, where is my mubtada? Where is my khabar? Where am I going to look for khabar? I need the dhamma. Okay. A word with the dhamma. Okay. But if a harfu jar comes, then I will not see a dhamma. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? If anyone's confused, we can go through it again. Okay. So what we're going to do, brothers? Let's see how much time have we got left. So this one says Iqra. Okay. Iqra. I think what we're going to do, we're not going to do analysis of this sentence. We can give everyone a chance, inshallah, to read. Brother, you want to go for the first one?
Just reading, right?
Yeah, really, go for it. Bismillah.
السبب السبب
No, have a look. As-sabburatu, innit?
yes السبورة أمام الطالب وهي خلف المدرس.
Good, mashallah. Can we try and translate that one? What's a sabburatu?
Oh, I'm gonna look at it.
A-sabburatu is, look at the picture there on your left.
It's the blackboard.
Yeah, so a-sabburatu amama talibi. A-sabburatu, okay,
Belongs.
sabburata means board. Amama talibati is in front of the student. Wahiya khalfal mudarrisi. And it is behind the what?
Teacher.
Behind the teacher. Okay. So what they're trying to do, they're bringing back. Everyone remembers zarf or they've forgotten? Zarf. Yeah. I'm sure everyone remembers zarf. Okay. Adverbs. Yeah. So as-sabburatu amam talibati. Okay. The board is in front of the students. Okay. And wahiya khalfal mudarrisi, and it is behind the teacher. Can everyone what do you call circle amama and khalfa? Okay. And amama and khalfa, brothers, is zarf. Okay, but we had a lesson on zarf, didn't we?
Yeah.
So these zarfs are, again, they are mabni. Mabni in the sense that they do not what? They do not decline. They will stay the way they are. No matter what happens, they will stay the way they are. Okay? So the one that completely refuses to decline is called mabni. Okay? We will do a lesson, inshallah, list of words with mabni, inshallah, at some point. Okay? So these are words which are mabni. Okay? So, okay, so let's do a quick analysis of the first sentence. Okay? We don't want to do analysis of all the sentences, that will touch too much, but as-sabburatu is what? Is our mubtada. Okay? Now, where is our khabar?
Amama?
Amam al-talibi. Okay, amam al-talibi is zarf and shubu jumla khabar. Remember, brothers? I've forgotten.
No, do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, so they, yeah, shubu jumla khabar. You know what's happened? Over here, you didn't get harful jar. Harful jar has been replaced by zarf. Yeah, but what follows harful jar? Sorry, what follows harful jar or what follows the zarf is shubu jumla khabar. Okay, and that's why you got talibi. Okay, wahiya, and it is what you call is replaced. So look at the word. They introduce the word sabura in the beginning. Saburatu. Saburatu is feminine. So that's why wa harfu ataf, and here is damir. Okay, pronoun referring to what? Referring to the board. Yeah. The reason that is saburatu is because sabura is feminine. Correct? So if it was something else, there would have been huwa. Okay? Khalfa is behind the mudaris. Khalfa is behind the mudaris. So here is the damir, and then what you call khalfa, khalfa mudarrisi, you could say, is the shubu jumla, no, zarf and shubu jumla khabar. So in a sentence, you could have two khabars. Okay? Likewise, you could have two mubtada, but one of the mubtada would be dependent or linked to the first mubtada. Brothers, is it comfortable, or you think it's getting too hard now?
No, I understand. It's more just, it takes me a second to remember.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah.
So all this time they were giving you simple sentences, right? The previous exercise, read and write, was really simple, wasn't it? Right? They were just preparing you, okay, with these, and now they're coming and giving you hard ones. All right, not hard ones. It's just, as you said, you have to be very careful. Let's have a look at the other one. Brother, you want to read the second one? Go for it.
أين سيارة المدرس؟ هي أمام Madrasati.
Good, mashallah. Aina sayyaratul mudarrisi. Where is the what you call the car of the teacher? All right. We are not analyzing the question, but look, sayyaratul mudarrisi is mudaf mudaf ilayhi. Okay. Here it is amam al madrasati. It is in front of the madrasa. Okay. So here is our mubtada again. In this case, amama amam al madrasati is our shubu jumla. No, zarf and shubu jumla khabar. Okay, brothers? Correct? It's really easy. Okay, brothers, do you want to read the next one, please? Go for it. Bismillah.
Bismillah. Aina baytul imami? Baytul imami khalfal masjid.
Good, mashallah. You want to translate?
Where is the imam house?
Where is the house of the imam? Okay? Yeah?
And the house of the imam is in the masjid.
No, khalfa is behind. Behind the masjid, okay?
Behind the masjid.
Behind the masjid. So aina baytul imami, where is the house of the imam? Baytul imami khalf al masjid. The house of the imam is behind the masjid. Okay? So in this aina is where? Baytul imami, mudaf mudaf ilayhi. Then look at this, baytul imami. Baytu is what? Mubtada. Okay? Baytul imami. Wa huwa mudaf mudaf ilayhi. Okay? Correct, brothers? So baytu is our mubtada. Alright? And then we got وهو مضاف as well. Okay? Baytu is our mubtada, وهو مضاف, and the al-imam is mudaf ilayhi. Then go khalf al-masjidi, which is zarf and shubu jumla khabar. Is that clear, brothers? Yeah. That one became mubtada, and it became mudaf ilayhi. Okay? Question number 4. Aina jalasa Hamid? I will do that inshallah. Aina jalasa Hamid? Where did Hamid sit? Okay, Aina jalasa Hamidun. Okay, it's a question. So, jalasa khalfa Mahmudin. What type of answer is that one, brothers? What type? Nominal? Babel sentence, right? Jalasa. Can everyone, what do you call, circle jalasa, please? We are getting jalasa for the first time. So, in your vocabulary of verbs, what's the first verb we got? Come on, brothers, what's the first verb we got? Kharaja. Number 2, Dhahaba. Number 3, Jalasa. We got 3 of them now, okay? Very soon we're going to have Raja'a, okay? So keep a list of verbs, brothers. Yeah, verbs are very, very important. Very, very important. You know, in Arabic language, it's really important. I can't emphasize enough. But you know, if you start making a list of your verbs already, then that's very good. And one lesson, you know, before we finish lesson number 10, one day we would just want to have a discussion on verbs, because it's so important in Arabic. Okay? So, Jalasa, Khalfa, Mahmud. You know, even the doer and the doer of the action, at this stage, they don't teach you. Okay? But I'm teaching you guys now because, you know, knowing this action and the doer of the action makes life so much easier for you. Okay, so now for example, look, jalasa khalfa Mahmudin. Now, okay, so where's my verb now? My verb is jalasa. Said. Okay, who said? Okay, khalfal. Okay, now this is tricky now. Jalasa khalfa. Okay, khalfa Mahmudin. Now who said over here? Who said? Who are we talking about? Jalasa Hamidun, because we're referring to Hamid, yeah? We are referring to Hamid here, okay? So they ask you a question, where did Hamid sit? You answer it, Jalasa. Now, can I write Jalasa Hamidun Khalfa Mahmudin? Can I bring the word Hamid over here again? Jalasa Hamidun Khalfa Mahmudin?
Yes.
I can do that, yeah? Jalasa. Now, if I was to be like very, very, I'm like too much into my dhammas and all that, I could be like, oh, Jalasa Hamidun. I can see my fail. What's my file? Okay, this one, Khalfa Mahmudin. That's perfectly fine. No problem. But it's not necessary. Okay? Because you already introduced Hamid in your question. Okay? If I was to ask you a question, where did Hamid sit? You'd say, he sat in chair. Well, he sat on the chair, wasn't it? Or he's what do you call it? He sat behind Mahmud. Yeah, you're not going to say Hamid sat behind behind Mahmoud. That's not a proper way of doing the sentence. It doesn't sound nice. Okay, so because you've already introduced Hamid, you just say he sat. Okay, all right. By the way, Jalasa. Well, you might ask a question. Okay, Jalasa, where is the he then? He sat, right? So Jalasa is one word. Yeah. Okay. Dhahaba is he went, right? Yeah. So we will learn this Arabic nouns, Arabic verbs, right? They're introduced in their past tense. Okay. So for example, jalasa means he sat. So if it is a feminine noun, it would be jalasat. Okay. Yeah, I will explain all of that when we do our lesson on verbs. We will do that one. But for now, you know that when we say jalasa, we are referring to a male who's singular. Okay? So is Hamid a male?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah? Is it singular? Is it singular?
Yes.
Yes, he's singular. Hamid is one man.
Yeah.
So it's singular. So jalasa. Okay? Remember that. Okay? Just remember that for now, inshallah, brothers. Don't worry about verbs for now. I didn't even mean to scare you. We will learn, inshallah, at some point. Okay. So jalasa, khalfa, Mahmudin. He sat behind, what do you call, he sat behind Mahmud. So jalasa is our fail, who's our file, Hamid. And khalfa, Mahmudin is, you say, zarf and shubu jumla. Okay, stop. No khabar, yeah? Zarf and shubu jumla. Why is it no khabar, brothers? Why can't I say it?
It's a verbal sentence.
It's a verbal sentence. Good, mashallah. Good. Mashallah. Very good. Barakallahu feekum. This is very nice to hear. So very easy to get confused, okay? But, we said, wait a minute. I've seen jalasa here. That's a verbal sentence. So I can't say that khalfa Mahmudin is shubu jumla khabar. No, shubu jumla. Zarf and shubu jumla. Okay? Good? Okay, let's do the last sentence. ذهب عمار إلى المسجد وجلس أمام الإسلام. You can join us, brothers, no problem. That's going on, inshallah. Okay? ذهب عمار. So the minute we see ذهب is what? Is our fi'l, right? And who is the doer of the action? ذهب is Ammar. Yeah, ذهب is the action. Who is the doer of the action?
Ammar.
Ammar. Or you say, okay, brother, okay, you say Ammar is the doer of the action. What's my evidence? Ammar is? Marfu. Good. MashaAllah. ذهب عمار. Okay. عمار إلى المسجد. إلى المسجد is my what? جارور ومجرور. جار ومجرور. ما مجرور بين مسجد. It should be al-masjidu. But because ilah has come, it made into إلى المسجد وجلس. And harfuatab jalasa. What do you call? Jalasa. And he sat أمام المحراب. And he sat in front of the mihrab. Okay. So see, okay. So jalasa again. Jalasa is the fa'il. Who is the file of who is the doer of the action? Ammar. Because already introduced him. Okay. Amam al mihrabi, in front of the mihrab, which is zarf and shubu jumla. Okay, brothers. It's nice and easy. It's just that they're turning the words around. Inshallah. Okay, what we're going to do now, inshallah, because it's Salat, do you think we could quickly go through this one? Okay, and inshallah, we're going to try and finish the lesson today. Okay, we do a quick summary. We're not going to go into too much details on this one, but we're going to, inshallah, quickly go through some of the points, and we're going to finish this lesson, inshallah, lesson number 8. Okay, what was lesson number 8 all about? Lesson number 8 was all about substitute. Okay, substitute or called badal. For example, look at the example, Hada kitabun, this we learned. But now we learn something called Hadal kitabu jadidun. This book is new. Okay, so our next question is, okay, how do you identify badal? Identify badal is through alif and lam. Okay, if harfu jar, sorry, not harfu jar, ismu ishara is followed by a noun which is called alif and lam, automatically you can close your eye and say there is badal. Okay, so ذلك الرجل مهندس. brothers, when we go to the examples from the Quran, everyone's going to jump out of excitement. We'll be like, oh, I've been reading this for years. I never noticed it. Yeah. So inshallah, we are learning these things to enjoy the Quran, inshallah. So هذا الرجل مهندس هذه الساعة جميلة. Okay. So look at this. This man is muhandisun. Okay. So this is our mubtada, and this is got a khabar. Okay. هذه الساعة جميلة. Again, it's the same sentence. This watch is beautiful. Okay. هذه is our mubtada, and what is our khabar is over here. So what is this? This is badal. تلك الممرضة من اليابان. Okay. That mumarridatu. Okay. Is okay. So we got here. Tilkal mumarridatu. Be very careful, brothers. Again, I'm saying, okay, be careful, because very easy to get confused with that. Oh, where is my khabar? Okay, I can see mumarridatu, ta with the dhamma. Yay, I'm all excited. Oh, that's big. I found my khabar. But that is not your khabar. All right? That is not your khabar, because it's got alif and lam. If it's got alif and lam, then it is your badal. Okay? So the next thing you need to do is look for your khabar. Okay, so we got here min al yabani is your shu jumla khabar. Is this clear, brothers? Yeah, I would like you to emphasize on this one. All right, and put a bit of emphasis on this one and be 100% clear with this concept. Okay, now what else have we in this have we normal ending with our own and changes to I after preposition. Okay, al baytu. Okay, we've taken this example. Al baytu jamilun. What you call bilalun fil bayti. All right. هذا مفتاح البيت. We've taken this example. So how can our noun be majroor? With two cases. If you have a harf jar coming in, or if it is mudaf ilayhi. So in this case, baytu, al baytu jamilun, the house is beautiful. All right. Bilalun fil bayt. Bilal is in the house. This is harf jar which made it kasra. Okay. And then we got hada miftahul bayti. This is a mudaf ilayhi. Simple. Okay. Is it a piece of cake now, brothers?
Yeah.
You're finding it a piece of cake now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of all the practice that we've been doing. Okay, inshallah, let's look at these ones. That's how we got some nouns that are stubborn. Okay, they don't want to decline. Okay, noun endings have no endings, they remain unchanged. So that is the right word. Okay, what we can see. Shall be 5 minutes, brother. We're going to finish. Yeah. So some nouns are there, they're unchanged. It doesn't matter who comes in front of them. Okay. Like America was okay. And in America, look at this one. I am from America. Okay, yeah. Huwa Ra'isul America. Okay, so min has come, but America is still the same. Ra'isu America. Okay. By the way, Huwa Ra'isu America? Huwa is Mubtada, and what is Ra'isu?
President.
No, grammatic.
Oh.
Huwa is Mubtada, right? Where's the khabar?
Risu.
Ra'isu, because Ra'isu got the dhamma. Okay? Wa huwa mudaf?
Yeah.
Mudaf ilayhi. Correct. Okay? Ra'isu, what do you call? America. He is the president of America. Okay. We don't talk about him, do we? Okay. So then the next thing we got introduced to two zarf. Amama and khalfa. Alright? Amama and khalfa. Amama and khalfa is just like harfu jar. Anything that follows it will have a kasra. Al baytu khalfal masjidi. The what you call the house is behind the masjid, the mosque. Sorry, yeah. Hamidun amam al masjidi. Hamim is the what you call, in front of the teacher. And amam al mudarrisi. So look at amama and khalfa. Okay, these words don't change at all. All right, no matter what happens to them. But anything that follows, these are called zarf. Anything that follows it will be what? Majroor, mansub, majroor. Okay, just like harfu jar changes the noun to majroor, zarf does the same business. Okay, and what else did we learn in this lesson? We learned a new verb, jalasa. Okay, we have written that to our list. Aina jalasa Muhammad? Muhammad jalasa amam al mudarrisi. Okay, so when it's a verbal sentence, you will use the verb, and at the same point you will either need a zarf, all right, or you will need a harfu jar to finish your sentence. All right, brothers? Any question? Jalasa is very important, by the way, okay? And so there's some vocabulary we learned in this lesson is al-sikinu, knife. Okay, Almania, Anglatara, Mustashfa. Okay, America, and we learned this word before. Mughlaqun. Mughlaqun means closed. Okay, and then we learned Iraq, al-Iraqu, al-Iraqu. By the way, the names of the countries, I know we've talked about it. You cannot take these alif and lams out. Okay, you can't say, oh, Almania, I'm going to take the alif and lam out. No, you can't. It has to be the way it is. Okay, al-Yabanu. Oh, I'm going to take the alif and lam out and make it Yabanu. Al-Yabanu. It has to stay the same. Likewise, al-Iraqu. The alif and lam has to stay. Okay, you can't be like, oh, let me take the alif and lam out. Iraqu. No, you can't do that. Right? The names of the countries, they have to stay the way they are. Okay. And likewise, this country as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, Swissra. Okay, Swiss, I mean Switzerland. Okay, now there's something, brothers. With this, I'm going to finish, inshallah. So al-mustashfa. Note that the final ya, which is pronounced alif, has no dots. So fi. So fi is fi, and ala is ala. Okay. So I think we're going to save this for the next lesson. All right. But I'm going to give a quick hint. All right. So this ya, can you see here? Yeah. If you mess around with the dots of ya, okay. If you take out the dots from here, what happens? This is a bit of tajweed lesson.
The fi becomes fa.
So if you take the dots, ideally you should see two dots, don't you? Yeah. But the dots are not there. So if you take the dots out of the ya, it will become the sound of? No, it will say take the sound of alif.
Wow.
Okay? So when we read in the Quran, mata, hatta, yeah? So because the dots have been taken out, right, it will become the sound of alif. Alright? But what has happened is, if you see in your book, it's not visible in my book, but you see a line there, right? Small line. They put a line over here to say, right? Not everybody knows Arabic. They'll put a line here to say, ya has lost its sound. It is alif. Okay? So it is mustashfa. So the sound of the ya has changed into alif. Alright? And that's why they put a short alif here. Mustashfa. Okay? Got it, brothers? So likewise we have, it is ala. It's not alaya. Do we say alaya? No. Because the dots are taken, it will take the sound of an alif.
Oh, yes, in the Musaf you have a sort of standing alif.
Yes, you say the standing alif, yeah? Or standing alif or some short alif.
Yeah.
Okay. Aliful qasira. So inshallah, brothers, this is the end of the lesson. Alhamdulillah, chapter number 8. And alhamdulillah, chapter number 8 was a good revision of lots of the things that we studied. Okay. Alhamdulillah, we are now on to lesson number 9. Any questions, brothers? Want to shoot at me? Okay. Did everyone enjoy the lesson? Anything? Tell me one thing that you're going to take from the lesson, brother, quickly, before we go into the salah. One thing you're going to take from the lesson, all of that talk that we had today. Just one thing.
Jalasa, new verb.
Jalasa, no, thank you. Very good, mashallah. Remember that.
The badal, so if it's a demonstrative pronoun and it's followed with alif and lam, it's the say badal.
Badal, good.
Yeah.
So how would I identify my badal? If it's demonstrative pronoun, hada hadi, followed by a noun which is got alif and lam, it is my demonstrative pronoun. And though it will end with the dhamma, but it's not a khabar, it is my badal. Good, mashallah. Well spotted. One thing, brother, you can tell us.
I can take the word khalfa
Khalfa. What is khalfa?
because it's behind.
Behind. Okay. So if you remember khalfa, you got to remember front as well. Amama. Okay. Inshallah, with this we're going to finish the lesson today. Inshallah. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.